marching band. And there you have.
I chose the NCC CNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is. And I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
It feels good to be part of a team. The commitment, trust, and loyalty you share. One thing all teams have in common, a team logo. So when you want to show off your team spirit, ask 360 Custom Designs to join your team. Embroidery, decorated apparel, and promotional products to show pride for your favorite sports team and your company team. 360 Custom Designs in the former Darren's Clothing Company in downtown Cherokee and online at 360customdesigns.com.
Broadway Marketplace, Paulina. New styles, new decor, new vibe. You can find it all at Broadway Marketplace, Paulina. Here's a look at what we have on display now. We have a full-service floral shop for any occasion. Great selection of gifts. And we offer private classes. We do wedding installs too, and more. Find us on Facebook. Visit our store downtown Paulina Wednesday through Saturday. And let us know how we can help you. You'll always find something you love at Broadway Marketplace.
Good evening, football fans. Week number 8 here from Paulina. Hard to believe how fast the season goes by, but we have a great matchup here for you tonight. Both these teams, the South O'Brien Wolverines and Hinton Blackhawks, both 4-3, and both into the playoffs in Class A District 1. And we're playing for seeding here tonight, as the winner of this matchup will be the 3 seed, and the loser will be the 4 seed. As in District 1 here for Class A, Hartley Melvin Sanborn sitting atop the district right now, followed by Galen Catholic in that 2 seed spot. So both teams will go on the road next week for their playoff game. Just depends on who wins here. Like I said, the 4 seed probably have a little bit tougher of a matchup, and probably playing a number 1 seed. The 3 seed will probably most likely play a number 2 seed next week. So it'll be interesting to see how things shake out here tonight and where teams get assigned next week for that playoff matchup. And the other nice thing, like I said, both teams 4-3. Whoever wins here tonight guaranteed a winning season, as we'll go on to that 5-3 record, and if they would happen to lose next week, at least have a winning record on the year. So looking forward to this matchup here tonight. It should be a really good contest, as both these teams come in pretty evenly here, both having lost to Hartley Melvin Sanborn and Galen Catholic. Of course, South O'Brien played Galen Catholic pretty close here a couple weeks ago and came away with that 1-point victory last week at Akron Westfield. Last year, these two teams played each other on the 15th of October, and South O'Brien won that game 56-24. So kind of came away with a pretty high-scoring game victory there last year. Then 2019 they played each other, and South O'Brien won that one 22-12. 2018 Hinton won that one 23-0. Some players to watch here for Hinton. Glenn Carlson, he's a senior, their starting quarterback. They do throw the ball a little bit. He's 53 out of 110 attempts this season passing for 794 yards, 9 touchdowns, and then also has 2 rushing touchdowns, so can also move the ball on the ground. And then Bo DeRocher is a senior rusher for Hinton, has 993 yards rushing on the season, 12 touchdowns, and 2 receiving touchdowns. So we're going to go ahead and take a break here as they're going to play the national anthem. We'll be back here in 2 minutes on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Customers deserve great internet too. This is Doug from EverTech. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the personal service that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bringing customers like you reliable, unlimited Internet. It's Internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need Internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, Internet where you live.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgar, your Farm Bureau agent is Denise Steffen and sales associate Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
At Iowa State Bank, we know that our ag community is an important part of Northwest Iowa. That's why we work harder to keep business owners and farmers up and running. For over 75 years, Iowa State Bank has helped farmers upgrade equipment, expand local business operations, and sometimes offer a helping hand. As we look forward to the future, we'll continue to be by your side, available when you need us.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
And welcome back to the J&K Insurance pregame show. Thanks for joining us tonight. Kyle Jorgensen here for Fuller Digital Solutions on the call, and Madison Jorgensen running the equipment here for you tonight. As we enter the break, we were talking about some players to watch. For Hinton, Bo DeRocher, their leading running back on the season, almost 1,000 yards, 12 touchdown runs, and 2 touchdowns receiving. And for receiving for Hinton, Caden Winters, a senior, 25 receptions, 396 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Total tackles on defense for Hinton is Garrett Lindley. He has 48 tackles on the season and 1 tackle for loss. South O'Brien, Jacob Van Lith back in that starting quarterback position tonight. Has 394 yards passing on the season, 3 touchdowns, and 3 rushing touchdowns on the year. Coming on strong here towards the latter half of the season is Justin Paulson, the running back for South O'Brien. He leads the Wolverines with 491 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. And then receiving, Boston Riedemann leads South O'Brien with 285 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dane Mormon, a leader on the defense side of things with 39 tackles and 6 tackles for loss. Getting close here to kickoff here on senior night, and this had the senior presentation. Lots of seniors out there for South O'Brien between all the different fall sports, including cheerleading, cross country, volleyball, guard, and of course the football team. We'll have Madison go ahead, and looks like she's ready. We'll throw on the Hinton starters here first. And starting for Hinton tonight on defense, safety Bo DeRocher, cornerback Carter Warden, the other cornerback Gabe Anderson, linebackers Garrett Lindley, Caden Winters, Dylan Hartman, and Carson Ludwig. Defensive end Jacob Bishop, Brooks, I hope I'm saying this name right, Brooks Benabos, Bodie Benabos, and Garrett DeVos. For the offensive side of things, left tackle is Garrett Divas, left guard Reese Stokes, center Colton Robinson, right guard Tommy Elidas, right tackle Jacob Bishop, wide receiver Carter Warden, the tight end Caden Winters, running back Bodie Benabos, running back Garrett Lindley, running back Bo DeRocher, and the quarterback Glenn Carlson is the starting lineups here for the Hinton Blackhawks. Coached by Kadrian Harderson and assisted by Joel Small, Cale Kramer, John Zevenbergen, Steve Dideker, Taylor Clark, Greg Connery, Tony Warden, and Tyler Shampol. So a lot of coaches there for Hinton Blackhawks. We'll go ahead and throw on the South O'Brien starters here. And it looks like we're going to start with the defensive starters for head coach Mark Furman and the Wolverines. Along that line for South O'Brien, we got Dante Johnson, senior, Keaton Sampson, another senior, Leo Sales, a senior, and Dylan Struby, a senior. So a senior laden defensive line for South O'Brien. And then at linebacker, we got Jacob Van Lift, Kyan Cruz, Dane Mormon, Grant Wagner. And then in the back part of the defense, Hudson Ullman, Sawyer Hunkamp, and Boston Riedemann. So that is your defensive starters for South O'Brien. We'll switch to the offensive side of things for the Wolverines. And Coach Furman, I'm sure, is happy to have Jacob Van Lift back under center, the senior quarterback. Receiver for South O'Brien is Dane Mormon and Hudson Ullman, Boston Riedemann. Tackle, Dylan Struby, Keaton Sampson is the guard. Dante Johnson at center. Leo Sells, the right guard. And the right tackle, Mitchell Inger. Quarterback, of course, Jacob Van Lift. Fullback, Eddie Milan. Tailback, Justin Polson. Punting for South O'Brien is the senior Dane Mormon. The kicker is David Botchin. Place kicker, David Botchin. And a long snapper for South O'Brien is Aaron Funkhauser. So we got a cold night here from Paulina. That wind is blowing. And I know I am glad to be up in the press box tonight and out of that wind, as they are bundled up out there in the stands tonight. As of right now, the temperature is 42 degrees, but the real feel with the winds, northwest winds at 12 mile an hour gusting to 20, is 33 degrees. So it is definitely going to be the coldest game of the season so far here tonight. And definitely feels like playoffs, and you could almost call this a playoff-type game here tonight with these two teams that are battling for position here in the district standings. So we are getting closer to kickoff here. Both teams are on the sideline, and I think we're getting ready here for the officials to come out and get that toss. Once again, we're using that huddle camera system, and the sun just setting right now, so the picture looks a little dark, but as the sun keeps going down, we'll get a better picture here as things are going. So I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be back here right in a little bit. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Fuller Digital Solutions, and thank you to all of our fine sponsors.
Did you know Iowa is the 12th largest milk-producing state in the United States? In Iowa, the average dairy cow produced 7 gallons of milk per day, and in May, Iowa dairy farms produced approximately 451 million pounds of milk. Rhoda Dairy is a proud dairy farm right here in O'Brien County and provides local jobs. When you sit down for your next meal, enjoy a nice cold glass of milk to go with it. Rhoda Dairy would like to wish the South O'Brien Wolverines the best of luck all season long.
Finding someone you trust. It's important when it comes to your farming operation. For generations, you know that you can work with Savings Bank of Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park. From generation to generation, the State Savings Loan Officers in Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park continue to work with you. Find us online at savingsbankia.com.
Savings Bank of Primgar, serving the Primgar area for over 125 years. Our team is committed to great customer service, dependability, going the extra mile. Mobile banking, ATM service, convenient drive-through, online bill pay service. Some of the many reasons to bank with a friendly team at Savings Bank of Primgar, also with locations in Hartley and Lake Park. And visit us online at savingsbankia.com.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders. You're gonna love the view.
Hinton's going to receive. All right, welcome back to the J&K pregame. And South O'Brien won the toss, and they deferred to the second half. So Hinton, of course, is going to receive. They'll be receiving the ball in the south end zone here tonight. Do have that strong northwest wind blowing, so it'd be interesting to see if there's much passing going on here tonight. So officials out there on the field taking their jackets off, getting ready. And back when I played football many years ago, I loved this kind of night, playing in this kind of weather. But I know it's not quite as much fun for the fans. But Hinton's got a decent crowd over there. And South O'Brien got a pretty full stand here tonight as well. So we'll get that intro taken off and getting ready to go here tonight for football action here in the last week of the regular season. Hartley Melvin Sanborn is at home tonight. In other district games, they're playing Akron Westfield at home. All right. And we're getting ready to go here. Altaria is at home for senior night, taking on Galen Catholic. That'll be a tough matchup there for Altaria. And then MMCRU has a non-district game. They're at home, taking on Sydney. Those two teams have played each other the past few years. That's a long, long road trip down from Sydney. But we're getting set to go here from Paulina for quarter number one. David Botchin, the kicker for South O'Brien. And usually been doing that squib kick, short kick, fielded by one of the up man there for Hinton. And he just about snuck through that line. And Hinton's going to start with really good field position to start this game off. That was Dylan Hartman, a senior running back that fielded that. So here we go with the Hinton Blackhawks and their offensive group and quarterback Glenn Carlson out there. Be looking for Bo DeRocher to be getting the ball quite a bit here tonight for Hinton, number 10 for the Blackhawks. So first and 10 for Hinton, 49-yard line. South O'Brien defense going to be tested here right off the start. Hinton splits out two to the right and going to hand it off to the back. DeRocher, and not much room there for him, maybe a yard. Nice job for South O'Brien defense. So a 1 yard gain. Gets the ball out just right at the 50-yard line. So Dylan Strube on the tackle for South O'Brien. Second and long coming up for the Blackhawks here on play number 2. That tight formation. 2 up backs. DeRocher in the back once again for Hinton. Going to hand it off to one of the up backs there, and not much there. I believe that was Garrett Lindley, number 15 on the carry. So South O'Brien defense looking stout up front so far. And no gain on that play, actually. The ball's placed in the exact same spot. So it'll be third down and 9. So third and 9 for the Blackhawks in their road white uniforms. Got 2 split out to the left. Carlson under center, getting ready for the snap. He's going to pitch it to DeRocher. Toss play. And still going. It's going to pick up, 6 yards or so. And Coach Harderson's going to have a decision to make here. Across the 50-yard line, inside the 45, 44-yard line, being fourth and a long 4 for Hinton. And it looks like the punting unit's coming on as players subbing out there. South O'Brien defense got to be ready for a fake here. Sawyer Honkamp going back for South O'Brien. Reese Stokes back to punt for Hinton. Low snap, he fields it cleanly, and a low line drive punt. Takes a good roll for Hinton, and South O'Brien just going to let it be downed. Looks like about on the 10-yard line. So a good defensive start there for South O'Brien with a 3 and out. But South O'Brien pinned back there pretty deeply on the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines with 9:37 to go here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 from the 10. South O'Brien will come out in that traditional I formation with Milan at fullback and Paulson running back. And I'm going to hand it off. I had a little crease there, but that closed up quickly. It'll be a short gain for Paulson. It's going to pick up about 2 yards for South O'Brien. So 2-yard gain. Gets it out about to the 13-yard line or so. And 2nd and long coming up for South O'Brien. Coming out in a tight formation. No receiver split out. Going to hand it off again and a little more running room this time. And a nice run out to the 20-yard line. So right at the 20, it's going to bring up about a 3rd and 1 for South O'Brien. Looks like they have to get to about the 21-yard line. Maybe Van Lift keep this one and QB sneak. We'll see here. And nope. Fullback right up the middle, and it looks like he's going to have just enough. So Eddie Milan, the senior, picks up a 1st down for South O'Brien. So nice job by the offense picking up a 1st down as they were pinned back deep. You don't want to punt from that far back. So 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. 22-yard line. Van Lift under center. It's going to send Ullman in motion and pitch it back to Paulson. And some running room on that right side. Nice 1st down carry for South O'Brien. Going to pick up about 6 yards or so. And South O'Brien head coach Mark Furman, that's exactly the kind of play you want. They're the kind of team that just wants to pick up those 4, 5, 6-yard runs and keep the chains moving. So 2nd and 4 coming up. Ball back on the 29-yard line. Coming out in that tight formation again. Van Lift keeps it around the end and looks like he just kept it himself all the way around and got thrown down pretty hard over there on that sideline. So Van Lift looks to be okay. Was kind of wondering there after getting up. He picks up a few, so it brings a 3rd and 1 on that QB sweep around the right side. Winters on the tackle for the Blackhawks. So 3rd and 1 for the Wolverines. Ball's right on the 30. Van Lift under center. I think he kept it. There's a flag on the play. And I think it's going to be movement before the snap. And a false start on the Wolverines. It's going to back them up to a 3rd and 6. So a big penalty here in this opening drive for the Wolverines. Backs them up to a 3rd and 6. See what Coach Furman wants to do here. So far, all running plays. Hudson Ullman on the left side for South O'Brien there. Van Lift under center. And he's looking back to pass, and he throws it out to Ullman And Ullman's got it, and I believe he's got a first down pretty easily. So Van Lift to Ullman. Nice looking throw with the wind kind of behind him there. So this is definitely the direction if you're going to throw. You want to throw the ball some. So 1st and 10 for South O'Brien. 37-yard line. Wolverines quickly up, ready to go for this first down play. And going to hand it off to Polson. Nowhere to go that time. Nice job by the Blackhawk defense. Maybe a yard on that one, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Wolverines. Polson ran right into traffic right away after he got the handoff from Van Lift on that one. So 2nd and long, we'll see what Wolverines dial up here on this second play. Van Lift ready to go under center. Hands it off to Polson again. And Polson, a nice job keeping the legs going. And he's going to pick up quite a few yards there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2, so he picks up about 7 yards on that. Ball on the 45-yard line. Need to get to the 47 to pick up a first down. So Wolverines overcame the penalty on the last set of first downs and see if they can pick up another one here. Van Lift under center, trying the QB sneak. And snuck through there. The officials kind of fooled the officials there. They were thinking he was back further in the pile. But Van Lift picks up quite a few yards there on first down. Or 3rd down attempt there, but it's a first down for South O'Brien on the QB sneak from Van Lift. Van Lift, of course, got pretty good size, 6 foot 185 as the quarterback. Going to hand it off to Polson again, and he's going to pick up a few yards. Give him about 4 yards or so, 3 or 4 yards. 2nd and 7 for South O'Brien coming up. Polson does run hard for South O'Brien. Polson, the 5 foot, listed as 5'8", 155. So 2nd and 7 for the Wolverines. Van Lift under center. Going to pitch it out to Polson again, and the Blackhawks ready for that one as 2 guys ready for that pitch play. That's going to bring it back to a 3rd and long, a 3rd and 10 for South O'Brien, and we'll see if Coach Furman goes back into the air here tonight. Van Lift 1 for 1 on that completion to Ullman earlier. Hudson Ullman splits out to the left next to Boston Riedemann. They're going to throw a quick pass out to Riedemann. Had to wait for the catch a little bit. Shakes the guy off and picks up a few more yards. Nice job by Riedemann after the initial bobble on the catch, but it's going to be short of the first down. We'll see what the coach does here. Looks about like a 4th and 4 or so. See if they want to play the field position, or looks like he's going to send in a play. So 4:12 to go here. Clock stopped after the out of bounds. Play clock is down to 10 seconds. And I wouldn't be surprised if a timeout's coming up here. And they do call a timeout there last second. As that play clock was coming down, I was getting a little worried. You don't want to have a penalty there. So a timeout by South O'Brien. We'll take a timeout with them back here in 1 minute on Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway, visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Community Agency knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. It's a journey to experience with the fastest internet speeds available. Contact TCA, connect to the speed you need, and enjoy the ride.
All right, here we go. Timeout number 1 there by South O'Brien. And we are back for a big 4th down play. 4th and 4. Need to get to the 38-yard line. Van Lift under center. Going to send Sawyer in motion. And going to hand it off to Paulson. And it's going to be close. I think he's going to be short, though. Kind of got turned sideways. If he kept his momentum going forward there, I think he had it. But I think it's going to be short of the marker. And they're going to bring him out to measure, I think. Looks like, from my vantage point, they're going to be just a little short, maybe a yard short.
Looks like they're coming in for a measurement.
So South O'Brien goes for it, doesn't get it, and Hinton's going to take over on down. So after each team getting possession here, we almost start back to where we started the game back on. Hinton started the ball around that 49-yard line this time, starting around the 39-yard line. So 10 yards of field position difference. And here we go with 4:06 to go. Hinton with their second possession here in this first quarter. South O'Brien line shifting there. Carlson under center. And hands it off to the inside back. Number 7 there for the Blackhawks. Bodie Benabos with the carry for Hinton. Picks up about 5 yards or so. 4 or 5 yards. Best play of the night for the Blackhawks so far. Blackhawks coming under center with Carlson. 2nd and 5. Going to hand it off to DeRocher, the way back, and a fumble on the play, and South O'Brien's got the ball back. So a nice tackle there for South O'Brien, and a fumble and a big play as DeRocher was hitting that backfield pretty quickly when he got the ball. I don't know if he ever really had full control of it, but a big turnover here, and turnovers are huge in these games like this that teams are pretty evenly matched. So see if South O'Brien can do something here with this good field position ball on the 37-yard line or so. So 1st and 10 for Van Lift and company. 3:24 to go. Second possession for South O'Brien. Going to hand it off to Polson. And he puts his shoulder down. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards. And did that last time on that 4th down play. Would have been a first down there, I think. But a good start to this drive. With a, we'll call it, looks like about a 4-yard pickup there with the down markers on that side. Van Lift going to pitch it out to Paulson. This time they seal the edge much better, and that's going to be a first down. Last time they tried that pitch play, Hinton came through, had 2 players in that backfield. But this time the right side of that line really sealed the Hinton back, and a first down for South O'Brien. Looks like the ball about the 27-yard line or so for South O'Brien. Wolverines ready to go here once again for this 1st and 10. And Van Lift rolls out looking to throw it. Got a man open down the field, but he just keeps it. Had Boston Reedeman flashing down the field. He looked like he was pretty open there at one point, but Van Lift decides just to hold on to it and maybe picks up a couple yards. Takes the ball about to the 25-yard line or so for South O'Brien. Thanks to the Polina Body Shop for being our scoreboard sponsor. Make sure you stop and tell Adam, or when you see Adam next time, thank him for sponsoring the scoreboard. Van Lift's going to pitch it out to Polson again and getting to the edge, cuts back up, and there comes the penalty flag against South O'Brien. I'm guessing a hold on that edge. See what the referees call here. They're looking towards that Hinton sideline. And a holding call against the Wolverines, going to back them up. And that backs them up to the 37-yard line or so. So second and long coming up for South O'Brien. Van Lift rocks back, looking to throw, and hits Sawyer Homekamp. Short gain. So Homekamp picks up a short gain for South O'Brien. Takes the ball to the 30-yard line, so about third down and 14 or so for South O'Brien. See if they put it in the air here again. Van Lift dropping back, looking to throw. Got some time, going deep down that sideline, and Riedemann way out of bounds on that one. Trying to stay on that left side, throwing it down the field. A little more the wing kind of behind you there. It looks like South O'Brien just going to go for it here with the ball on the 30-yard line. So got to pick up 13, 14 yards here to get a first down. Going to send Riedemann in motion to the right. And a flag as Van Lift tries to take off and run. And he gets tackled. He's going to be short of the first down. We'll see what this penalty flag is here. Or South O'Brien hoping for a defensive penalty. Formation. Oh, offsetting penalties there. They had a face mask called against Hinton and a formation penalty, so fourth down again for South O'Brien. Hinton did have some pressure that last time on Van Lift, and he took off to run with it. Play clock getting down to 13 seconds. And we're down to 50 seconds to go here in the quarter. South O'Brien going out of the shotgun. Van Lift running the quick option and not going to work for South O'Brien. A new wrinkle there. So it's going to be a turnover on downs against South O'Brien. I'm not sure if I've ever seen the Wolverines go out of the shotgun before. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Hinton on the 30-yard line. Both teams having some opportunities here on the offensive side of things, but unable to get some real momentum going. And Van Lift kind of came off late. He's hunched over on the sideline for South O'Brien. And a fumble in the backfield. Hinton was going to throw it, but a big loss on the play. And there's 25 seconds left on the scoreboard and 30 on the play clock. So we'll see if they do decide to do one more play here. Looks like maybe they'll take it to the second quarter. Hinton appears to be in no hurry. So after one quarter of play, we're all tied up here, 0-0 from Polina. We'll take a break. We'll be back here for second quarter action. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Full Digital Solutions.
When was the last time you reviewed your insurance policies? Hi, this is Kent Faust, and our goal at South O'Brien Insurance is to provide the broadest coverage at the most affordable cost. Insurance has changed dramatically over the years, and now, more than ever, a comparison may be to your advantage. Call South O'Brien Insurance today to see what we can do for you.
Pistol? I guess I haven't seen that. Did you do it on a road game?
No, they just put it in this week.
Okay.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgar, your Farm Bureau agent is Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
All right, welcome back. Quarter number 2. Hinton with the ball, but a 2nd and 23 after the fumble, so long ways to go here, and it looks like the Blackhawks will go out of the shotgun formation. Carlson takes a snap, back to pass. I'm looking to throw it deep, got a man open, and it's caught, and a big gainer there for Hinton all the way down inside the 30-yard line down to the 27 or so. So Hinton picks up a huge play, and the first play with the wind behind him, take advantage of it, and receiver was wide open for Hinton. So a nice play there from the Blackhawks to start this second quarter off. And the Blackhawks with some momentum here. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. And they're going to stay in that shotgun formation, spreading things out on the Wolverines. And this time going to hand it off up the middle, and South O'Brien defense ready for it. And going to be no gain, maybe a short loss there. That was Garrett Lindley on the carry for Hinton. So 2nd and 11 or so for Hinton here. But as you can see, Hinton got some explosive plays there on the passing side of things. Carlson came in with almost 1,000 yards passing on the season. And this time going to hand it off again. And that's DeRocher breaking some tackles. And finally taken down after a nice carry for Hinton. Broke a couple, 2 or 3 tackles there, and takes it down to the 25-yard line. And that'll be about a 3rd and 7 for Hinton. Need to get it down to about the 17-yard line or so to get a first down here. Got a couple plays to get there. Lindley going to be in the backfield there with Carlson. Got 3 split out to the right. And looking to throw it. Quick hitter and wide open is DeRocher. And he just about took it there all the way. It's going to be 1st and goal for Hinton. He just did a simple straight ahead, looked in, and he was wide open. So it'll be 1st and goal for Hinton. From about the 3-yard line, it looks like. So Hinton backed up 2nd and 23 before and moving the ball quickly down the field with a chance to get the first score of the game. Going back under center is the Blackhawks. DeRocher is the deep back, and they're going to hand it off right at the middle. And it's going to be short. Looks like that down to about the 2-yard line or so. So second and goal for Hinton. Second and goal from about the 2, it looks like. Hinton did receive the ball to start the game, so South O'Brien will get it first here in the second half. Carlson under center. QB sneak right at the middle. And touchdown for Hinton. So QB sneak. 2 yards with 8:57 to go. And it looks like they're lining up for the extra point attempt. Extra point is good. He had plenty of leg behind that one. So it is 7-0 here with 8:57 to go. Back in 1 minute.
General Contracting, providing blue-collar work for blue-collar people. Brian Williams founded the company after a lifetime of construction trade experience. His goal, to bring a better experience at a better price. No cutting corners on the job, yet still the lowest price. He is a hard-working blue-collar guy making an honest living by providing work for blue-collar people. Contact Williams General Contracting in Calumet today by calling Brian at 712-229-2064.
As a parent, you have a choice in your child's education. Zion St. John Lutheran School believes all children deserve a quality, well-rounded education with a curriculum written with a biblical worldview. With a student-teacher ratio of 8-1, you can be sure your child's specific learning styles are met. Zion St. John offers affordable pricing with tuition assistance and is open to all denominations. For more information of the benefits Zion St. John Lutheran School can offer your child, visit their website or give them a call today.
All right, here we go. Ready to kick off is Stokes for Hinton. And a nice spiral, nice play by the up man there for South O'Brien. Probably saved some field position there. I think that was Cole Josim with the catch for the Wolverines. So Josim with the catch, but looks like a penalty flag on the ground. Officials talking about this penalty. See what they come up with here. Looks like it's going to be in South O'Brien's favor here. Maybe a face mask penalty. Yeah, face mask against the Blackhawks. So that definitely helps in the old field position game, as that will bring the ball out to about the 46-yard line. So 8:51 to go. 1st and 10, South O'Brien trailing here now by 7. See if the Wolverines can put a drive together. Have moved the ball a little bit so far tonight. Van Lift going to hand it off to Paulson, and he's going to be met in the backfield. Nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard or two. Hinton had a couple defenders there. So 2nd and 12 coming up for South O'Brien. Of course, going to the north end zone now into the wind. Makes the passing game a little more difficult this direction. Van Lift's going to hand it off to Polson again, and nowhere to go really. Puts his shoulder down, going to pick up a couple. So it's going to bring a 3rd and 10 for South O'Brien. Was a hole there initially, but it filled up pretty quickly. I thought when he first got the ball he might run for a little bit, but nice job by the Blackhawk defense plugging that hole pretty quickly. So 3rd and long for South O'Brien. And the last thing you want to do is go 3 and out here and get that ball back to the Hinton offense. So Van Lift under center, throws it out quickly to Riedemann. He's got a guy on him, makes a move around the end. It's going to be close. Oh, and a late flag over there. Looks like he was short of the first down, but we'll see what this penalty is going to be. I think maybe a late hit on the sideline. As it stands right now, it'll be about a 4th and 2 or so, but yeah, it's going to be against Hinton. I think it's a personal foul call, late hit out of bounds. Yeah, personal foul. So a couple big penalties here against Hinton on this drive. And that's going to put the ball down inside the 30-yard line for South O'Brien. So Hinton helping South O'Brien out a little bit here on this drive with a couple of penalties. And 1st and 10 for South O'Brien, handed off up the middle to Milan. He's hit initially and falls forward. And he's going to pick up maybe just a couple yards. So Hinton stacking that box. A lot of guys up in the box, and South O'Brien running backs getting hit right on the line of scrimmage about here on this drive. So 2nd and 8 coming up for the Wolverines. Man left ready to go under center. It keeps it. Has some pressure on him, looking to throw, and does throw it. And it was behind the receiver a little bit. And shaken up a little bit on the play is Dane Mormon. Kind of shaking his head a little bit, getting the cobwebs out. So Van Lith had him there, just threw it behind him. But that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for South O'Brien. And if you're Coach Furman, you'd really like to pick up 5-6 yards here, make it a fairly manageable 4th down. Going out of that pistol formation again is Van Lift. And penalty flag. I think there's going to be a little pre-snap movement against South O'Brien. Yep, false start. Probably not a bad thing. That was not a very good snap to Van Lift. Pretty high snap over his head. He did get it, but would have threw the play off timing there. But it does back him up to a 3rd and long situation, 3rd and 13. Ball on the 33-yard line. South O'Brien putting that pistol formation in this week. Here we go again. Van Lift rolling out to his right, looking to throw it. Does throw it. Oh, had a man wide open. If he catches that, might have scored a touchdown there. But the pass was off the mark, and that's going to bring up a 4th and long. Hudson Ullman wide open in the middle of the field. So South O'Brien kind of in a similar situation they were in that first quarter with a 4th and long. But kind of in no man's land, the 33-yard line. Don't really want to punt here and don't have a kicker for a field goal. So out of the pistol again. Van Lift fires. It's complete to Riedemann. He gets up the sideline, and he's going to get a 1st down and more. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown. So South O'Brien, 4th down magic there from the 33-yard line. 33-yard TD pass to Boston Riedemann. At 6:31 to go here in the second quarter. And looks like they're going to try the extra point. Boston's 3 for 10 on the season for extra points for South O'Brien. And the kick is up and no good to the left. So it's going to be 7-6 here with 6:31 to go. We got a good game brewing here from Paulina. We'll be back in 1 minute for the kickoff.
Probably the biggest thing that we do a little bit different than a lot of schools is the live work side of the world. So when we teach our students, we actually, if you look around the shop and see what they're working on, in most cases, it's a customer car. And so they get real-world application.
Our engineering design program is basically drawing components, manufacturing of the components, and then we get into the inspection of the components. So they got to create it, make it, and inspect it just as they would in industry.
The pandemic has proven the need for great internet, and EverTech connects more rural customers in Northwest Iowa than anyone. EverTech wants to connect you too. Your internet keeps you connected to what matters to you: family, entertainment, work, school, and more. EverTech's no limits internet is just what you need. It's reliable, has unlimited use, no contracts, and no overage charges. Use your internet and always know what you'll pay. Call or visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
All right, welcome back. 7-6 after South O'Brien misses the extra point, but Wolverines scoring that touchdown via the air. Nice reception and run from Riedemann. And Boschen kicks a low one. It's fumbled a little bit, picked up by one of the upbacks. And Hinton going to have pretty good field position. I believe that was Garrett Lindley that brought that ball back for Hinton. So 1st and 10 for Hinton. Ball about the 38-yard line or so.
We did find the sheet for the 99-yard club for the first quarter, and it was the 17-yard line, and that is Josh and Becca Mormon.
So 1st and 10 for Hinton. Coming back out in their traditional formation under center. And going to pitch it out to DeRocher to the right side. Rocher cuts back. Got some room, still going. Got a big first down and more. And finally chased out of bounds by Boston Riedemann. So a nice first down carry and run for Bo DeRocher. Pitch to that right side. Comes all the way across the field. And for a second there, thought maybe he would keep on going, but so 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line for Hinton. Carlson under center. Going to hand it off again on the pitch. Option play out to the right to DeRocher, and he got smoked pretty good at the end there, but it's going to be another first down for Hinton. I believe that was Jacob Van Lift that came in at the end.
Jacob Van Lith and Hudson Ullman on the stop for the Wolverines.
So back-to-back first down carries for DeRocher. For Hinton, and the ball about the 26-yard line or so. So 1st and 10. All of a sudden, Hinton moving the ball on the ground. Going to hand it off to one of the upbacks, and he gets a nice carry all the way down to the 20-yard line. So a 2nd and 3 or so coming up for Hinton. Hinton offense coming alive here. So with 5:10 to go here in the second quarter, Blackhawks are driving down the field. So here we go. Hinton probably going to keep it on the ground the way they're running the ball here these last few plays. Pitch it out to DeRocher, and he's got some room again. And we'll see where they mark it at here. Just short of the first down. The officials kind of had a couple of different markings there, but 3rd and 1, and we'll see if Coach Harderson just goes with that QB sneak with Carlson again. Picked up a first down fairly easy last time with that QB sneak, I believe. And now he's going to hand it off. Oh, he pitches it last second. And penalty flags. Oh, no, they're calling him down, I think. I thought maybe they had called the flag, but they called him down. And Carlson can't believe it.
Quarterback was tackled before he pitched it. See what the referees say.
Officials talking out there.
Quarterback was down. It'll be inadvertent whistle. All right.
So after all that, inadvertent whistle, so down doesn't count. So 3rd and 1 again. I think the officials originally thought he was down, blew the whistle, and then realized maybe a mistake. So kind of a trick play there from Hinton that last time. We'll see what they come back with this time. And hand it off to DeRocher right at the middle. Nowhere to go. I think he's going to be short of the first down. I think it's going to be a 4th down coming up. And yep, the head official there does call that 4th down.
It is short of the first down and bring up a 4th down and a short one.
So 4th and 1. And a big play here in the second quarter with under 3 minutes to go. Hinton has all 3 timeouts remaining. South O'Brien with 2. And here we go, 4th and 1. Going to pitch it out to DeRocher. He cuts up the field. He's going to have the first down. Just a good athlete is DeRocher, able to make a guy miss, and 1st and 10 for Hinton. It looks like it's down to the 15-yard line or so. So 1st and 10 from the 15, and that clock keeps ticking there in this 1-point game here. Extra point the difference so far tonight. And whistles. Got a flag on this far sideline. And an offsides call against the offense. So lined up too far into the neutral zone. So that's going to back up Hinton 5 yards. So a 1st and 15. Don't see that call very often against the offense offsides, but called here tonight. So 1st and 15 for Hinton from the 20-yard line. Going to go out of that shotgun formation. Carlson takes the snap. He's keeping it to that right side. And a nice job by the defense.
Carlson on the right side for a couple of yards. Justin Paulson on the stop.
Paulson on the tackle there of Carlson.
2nd down and 13.
Second and 14 coming up as that clock continues to go. Minute 10 remaining. But Hinton does have plenty of time here with those 3 timeouts. Trying to draw him off sides. The snap is good. Carlson looking to throw. And now there's a penalty. I think it's going to be against the offense. And a false start against the Blackhawks defense. So that's going to back them up.
Cost him 5 yards.
So a 2nd and 19. And clock continues to go there. Kind of surprised maybe Hinton wouldn't take a timeout here. As we're down to 45 seconds or so. Ball on the 24, so have 24 yards to go here. Try to get into that end zone before halftime. Carlson drop backs the pass. Throw it down the field, and a late flag comes in over there. It's going to be pass interference, but I don't think that pass was catchable.
Pass is incomplete. There's a penalty flag over at the end of the play.
See if they stick with that call there, but that pass was definitely way over his head. So they are going to move it up quite a ways. They're on the pass interference call. That's going to bring up a 2nd and about 6 for Hinton. Doesn't give them the first down because they had a long ways to go there, but 15-yard penalty. Takes the ball inside the 15, and now Hinton is going to take a timeout. So Hinton takes a timeout. We'll hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
I like living in the dorms at NCC because it's a short walk to class. We do get free perks on campus. We get free laundry, we get free cable, free internet, free utilities. I do feel like I'm getting college experience at NCC.
At NCC, we have EMT classes that cover many things: trauma emergency, medical emergencies, all the way to delivering a baby. There's just many more opportunities for EMS that allow you to grow not only as a person, but in your career as well.
It feels good to be part of a team. The commitment, trust, and loyalty you share. One thing all teams have in common: a team logo. So when you want to show off your team spirit, ask 360 Custom Designs to join your team. Embroidery, decorated apparel, and promotional products to show pride for your favorite sports team and your company team. 360 Custom Designs in the former Darren's Clothing Company in downtown Cherokee and online at 360customdesigns.com.
All right, here we go. Timeout number 1 there by Hinton. 31 seconds left. 2nd and 6 from the 10-yard line. Carlson gets the snap, looking to throw. Throws it to the corner to DeRocher, and it's going to be too deep to the corner. DeRocher did have a step on the defense, but incomplete. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 6 coming up. With 25 seconds to go and 2 timeouts. They can pick up a 1st down here yet. So 3rd and long. Be interesting to see what happens here if they don't get this, if they maybe try a field goal attempt. Carlson ready to go. Dropping back to pass, looking to the right. Goes right at the middle. And incomplete, and I don't see any flags. No flags on that play, so that'll bring a 4th and 6. So we'll see what they do here. Looks like they're going to go for it. Carlson on the sideline talking to his coach. And we'll see if, as that play clock continues to run down, maybe they'll take a timeout. And it looks like they probably are going to take a timeout here. Yep, they do take their 2nd timeout of the half. We'll hear another word from our sponsors and be right back here for this big 4th down play.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price, and it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's No Limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
All right, so timeout there from Hinton. 21 seconds to go here in this first half. 7-6. And a big play coming up here for both these teams here that are battling for district seeding here for next week's playoffs. Thought maybe they would try a field goal. That kicker with that extra point booted it through pretty easily last time, but they're going to go for it. Like DeRocher, split out to the right with an out and up pattern. Carlson hangs on to it and throws it in, and he has a touchdown. completed. He was pretty patient back there, and that was to Carter Warden, the wide receiver. Carter Warden is who I had, number 3, with a touchdown there.
Touchdown for the Blackhawks from Carlson to Carter Warden.
So 14 seconds left in the second quarter, and a big touchdown throw there from Hinton. We're going to go for the extra point once again, and a line drive kick is good. Extra point is good. And our score is 14-6. Hinton leading here with 14 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back here in time for this kickoff.
Broadway Marketplace, Paulina. New styles, new decor, new vibe. You can find it all at Broadway Marketplace, Paulina. Here's a look at what we have on display now. We have a full-service floral shop for any occasion, great selection of gifts, and we offer private classes. We do wedding installs too, and more. Find us on Facebook. Visit our store downtown Paulina Wednesday through Saturday, and let us know how we can help you. You'll always find something you love at Broadway Marketplace.
All right, here we go. We're getting ready for the kickoff here before the half ends. We'll see if maybe South O'Brien can bust a long return. Looks like Boston Riedemann and Sawyer Hunkamp back for South O'Brien. Here's the kick, a deep kick to Hunkamp. He's got it. He did bring one back a few weeks ago against Scanlon Catholic, and not going to happen this time. So 9 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. See if South O'Brien maybe just does a running play and heads to the locker room here at halftime. We'll see what Coach Furman does, or never know, maybe he'll try a pass and try to break one. Had a 33-yard touchdown pass earlier to Riedemann, so never know. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. And going to come out under the I formation. And just going to take a knee and take things into halftime is South O'Brien. We'll take a 2-minute commercial break, and we'll come back to the scoring recap, and then let you enjoy some South O'Brien marching band here at halftime.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgar, your Farm Bureau agent is Denise Steffen, and sales associate Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
At Iowa State Bank, we know that our ag community is an important part of Northwest Iowa. That's why we work harder to keep business owners and farmers up and running. For over 75 years, Iowa State Bank has helped farmers upgrade equipment, expand local business operations, and sometimes offer a helping hand. As we look forward to the future, we'll continue to be by your side, available when you need us.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
All right, welcome back to halftime here. South O'Brien trailing the Hinton Blackhawks 14-6. Hinton struck first in that second quarter from Carlson, 2-yard QB sneak. 8:57 to go. Extra point was good for that 7-0 lead. South O'Brien did answer on a 33-yard touchdown pass from Jacob Van Lift to Boston Redeman with 6:31 to go. Extra point was no good, and the score was 7-6. Hinton on the next drive took it down the field, and with 14 seconds left to go, Carter Warden took a pass from Carlson to score a touchdown. Extra point was good, and we are at 14-6 here at halftime. So we're going to keep it here for you at halftime to let you watch the South O'Brien Marching Band. I believe they had a one seating here at Warren City last weekend at state competition. So here you go, the South O'Brien Marching Band.
All our wonderful fans and student participants, South O'Brien also received the Triple S Award for Outstanding Spirit of the Competition. Support for all bands and sportsmanship shown to others. Mrs. Meyer, Mrs. Iverson would like to thank all the terrific South O'Brien Marching Band fans for your support this season. Joe Majors, Grant Wagner, and Peyton Farquhar, is the band ready? South O'Brien Marching Band, you may take the field.
Tonight, the dance team is pleased to be sharing their prom routine, Too Swift, with you. The team will be performing this routine choreographed by Coach Jessica Watkins at State Dance at the end of November. There will be a brief soundtrack prior to tonight's performance. Please welcome the Wolverine dancers to the field.
She just made some,
yeah, no, like cinnamon rolls.
What? What? Grapes on your tongue? Like you blew a grape on it?
Just snap. Part of my brain would just snap.
Break that? You don't need to break that. You got 3 other breaks.
Stay very good, Rock. Stay very good.
Bump 'em.
Hear it when I try to break.
Let's go! Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it?
All right, that was the South O'Brien Marching Band and the dance team there for your halftime entertainment. And we're getting close here for the start of the third quarter, as South O'Brien will be receiving to start things off here, trailing 14-6. So should be a great second half. Other area scores that I have here within the district: Alta Ray and Galen Catholic were tied 7-7. Hartley Melvin Sanborn was up 29-0 over Akron Westfield, and MMCRU playing Sydney, and they were leading 35-0 at halftime. So Those are the other district games going on within the area tonight. So South O'Brien, Honkamp Reedman back to receive. And South O'Brien going to have the wind behind him here to start this third quarter.
Start the second half.
And Stokes going to kick off. Just a freshman. Has a really nice leg. And here we go. Nice kick in over in on the kickoff here, fielded by Honkamp. And tried to go outside, no blocking there, and he is tackled. So Sawyer Honkamp, 31-yard line, South O'Brien, 1st and 10. We'll see what Wolverine offense tries to do here in this second half. Did have trouble running the ball there in that first half. So 1st and 10 for the Wolverines, quarter number 3, first drive. Justin Paulson in the backfield for South O'Brien along with Milan. And it looks like, Van Lith is not under center for South O'Brien. Going to hand it off, but that was, I believe, Justice Frecka that was under center. So Van Lith.
Paulson on the carry for about 5 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 5.
Van Lith out of the game at quarterback for South O'Brien. And I'm trying to see if I see him anywhere on the sideline.
Justice Freck is now the quarterback.
So 2nd and 6 coming up. Going to hand it off again to Paulson.
Justin Paulson out near the 40-yard line.
And
made by number 68. Carson Ludwig.
I don't see Van Lift on that sideline for South O'Brien. Hopefully he didn't re-injure that AC joint. So 3rd and 2 coming up for South O'Brien. Going to bring Reedman in motion. And QB sneak right up the middle. It's going to be close.
Quarterback sneak. We'll see where they spot it. It could be close to the first down yardage.
I think it's going to be just a little short.
Tackle made by number 7.
And they're going to measure it here, so closer than I thought, but just from my vantage point, I think it's just about a half yard short or so. Coach Furman might have a decision to make coming up here. And thanks for the chain gang out there working in the cold tonight. And it is a 4th down, and it looks very close, just a couple inches short. Got to imagine another QB sneak coming up here from South O'Brien. All right, here we go, 4th and inches. Big play here on this opening drive of the third quarter. And Justice Freck under center. And QB sneak all the way. And they're signaling a first down. So didn't get it by a whole lot. A nice push there from, I believe that was Paulson that come in and pushed. And if he didn't do that, I don't know if he gets that first down, but just had to get a couple inches. But Hinton definitely ready for that. So 1st and 10 for South O'Brien, a big play there to start off this third quarter. Freck under center. He's going to throw it out to Reedman, kind of a high throw, but he does make the catch. And he's going to break a nice tackle there, get around the end, and pick up a first down for South O'Brien. Kind of was a high throw into that wind. Maybe that wind held it up just a little bit, but Freck comes in 1 for 1 with the first down throw out there to Reedman. Reedman quick after receiving the ball, breaking the tackle. Nice job from Boston Reedman. And South O'Brien across the 50 to the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. Freck under center. Looking to throw it again. Does throw it out. This time leaves Reedman a little too much. So incomplete, stops the clock, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. So back-to-back pass attempts. And I do see Van Lift down there on the sideline now for South O'Brien. We'll see if he does come in to play defense possibly for the Wolverines. So 2nd and 10 for South O'Brien. Freck sends a man in motion. Going to hand it off to Polson. Not a lot of room there. Maybe pick up a couple yards. It's going to bring a 3rd and 8 coming up. So 3rd and 8 for South O'Brien to see if they keep it on the ground here or maybe go back out to that little swing pass to Riedemann. Going out of that pistol formation. And they are looking to throw. Does throw it. Got a man open. And he dropped it. And I think he saw the Hinton defender there and dropped the pass, but he had some room to run. Got to think that Coach Furman would probably punt it here. We'll see what he decides to do. And yep, here comes the punt team. So the drop does prove costly there for South O'Brien, and now going to punt with senior Dane Mormon. And maybe try to pin Hinton back deep here and get some good field position. South O'Brien did have some troubles with their punting here a couple weeks ago against Galen. Good snap to Mormon. And a short kick. Not going to be a very big net gain there. Maybe 10 yards or so. Coach Furman knew that ahead of time. Probably just would have went for it there, but so a short kick. So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for Hinton. And Van Lift staying on the sideline there for South O'Brien. So looks like the way things are going, his night probably done for the Wolverines. Carlson hands it up to the up back, and he's immediately going to be tackled there from a South O'Brien lineman. So no gain, 2nd and 10. Paulson in there for South O'Brien. So 2nd and 10 for Hinton. The Rocher, the deep back for the Blackhawks. And going to hand it off to DeRocher. He breaks through and he's got room to go, and he is going to be gone here. He's just too fast, and there is a long touchdown run for DeRocher. 64-yard touchdown run. Makes the score 20-6 with 8:32 to go. And the Blackhawks will line up here for a extra point attempt that once DeRocher got around that end, he wasn't going to be caught. Very speedy there from the senior DeRocher. He's listed as 6 foot, 175 pounds, but here's a snap, and snaps bobbled, and extra point attempt is going to be no good. So South O'Brien here trailing by 14 with 8:32 to go. Back in 1 minute on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Did you know Iowa is the 12th largest milk-producing state in the United States? In Iowa, the average dairy cow produced 7 gallons of milk per day, and in May, Iowa dairy farms produced approximately 451 million pounds of milk. Rhoda Dairy is a proud dairy farm right here in O'Brien County and provides local jobs. When you sit down for your next meal, enjoy a nice cold glass of milk to go with it. Rhoda Dairy would like to wish the South O'Brien Wolverines the best of luck all season long.
Finding someone you trust. It's important when it comes to your farming operation. For generations, you know that you can work with Savings Bank of Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park. From generation to generation, the state savings loan officers in Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park continue to work with you. Find us online at savingsbankia.com.
All right, here we go. The kickoff, heading towards that sideline and out of bounds. So South O'Brien gonna have a good starting field position here for this drive. Last drive did have a little something going, but drop pass on that third down play, and then the short kick from South O'Brien gave a pretty good field position there for Hinton, and they scored quickly. So they're going to take the 5-yard penalty here and make Hinton re-kick, it looks like. All right, so we'll do this again here. South O'Brien hoping maybe to get a good kick return. Trailing here by 14. A lot of time left in this game, so get a score here. Certainly still in it. And another kick towards the sideline. Going to be caught by Joe Sim. And 35-yard line. He kind of fumbled that catch a little bit, but ended up at the same field position as they would have if they would have just took the previous penalty. So here we go. 1st and 10, South O'Brien. 35-yard line. And Hudson Ullman running the play in for South O'Brien. Justice Freck under center. Nope, going out of the pistol formation. Going to bring Riedemann in motion. Good snap, looking to throw. Throws it out. It's completed to Riedemann. And a nice first down catch and throw for South O'Brien. Just going to be just short, I think, of the first down. About 9 yards on that. Just a little short of the first down. Coach Furman throwing the ball a little bit more here in this third quarter, but like I mentioned earlier, does have that wind behind him. So 2nd and short, coming back out in that traditional I formation. Riedemann goes in motion again. Going to hand it off to Polson. He's got the first down. Just about broke through for a bigger gain. And first down for South O'Brien. So 2 plays and a first down. Wolverines have moved the ball a little bit here tonight. The problem is drives have stalled out from some penalties and just getting in long situations. So as you can see on the Polina Body Shop scoreboard there, we're coming up with 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. South O'Brien trailing here 22-6, but 1st and 10, ball right at midfield. And comes up under center last second and pitches it out to Paulson. And he's got some room around the edge and gets tackled by his jersey, but a nice gain there. And another little wrinkle from South O'Brien.
Just around the 40-yard line. Tackle made by number 10, Bo DeRocher, and number 18.
So they do give him a first down, kind of waiting there. But yeah, first down at the 40-yard line. So came out in that pistol formation, switched it up, and now they're splitting 3 out to the right. Single back is Paulson. And he's looking to throw it out there, and he does throw it to Riedemann. Riedemann around the corner, but there's a penalty flag. So this play is going to come back. A holding call or something out there on the edge, unfortunately, for South O'Brien. Kind of almost a screen play. And that is a big penalty, as that had a big gain there, but going to be a holding call back South O'Brien up 10 yards. That'll bring up about a 1st and 18 for South O'Brien. Ball back to the 47-yard line or so. So South O'Brien going to have to chip away here to get this first down. Going to pitch it out to Polson. It's got some room if he can get to the edge. Just not able to get around that edge there. Going to be a short gain. About a couple yards, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 15. So 2nd and 15 for South O'Brien. See if coming out in that single back in the backfield again for Pulse or for Freck, excuse me. He throws it out, and I think that was a backwards pass, and it was. So backwards pass there, they're going to lose some more yards on that one. And South O'Brien going backwards here after having a nice drive going. Not too many plays in the playbook here for a 3rd and 19. We'll see what Coach Furman wants to do. Ball on the other side of the 50. Out in that pistol formation. Paulson in the backfield with Freck. And looking to throw it. And it is intercepted as it deflected off a couple players. And interception turns it over back to Hinton. Kind of a tight window there. And Hudson Ullman kind of doubled over out there for South O'Brien, hurting a little bit, I think. So South O'Brien back on defense here with 6:42 to go, trailing by 14. And definitely going to need a stop here. South O'Brien crowd has gotten pretty quiet here. 1st and 10, 45-yard line. Hand it off up the middle, and a short gain, maybe 3 yards or so for Hinton. And got a player down out there yet. Looks like maybe an injured player. And official timeout here. Looks like that was Garrett Lindley coming off this field kind of slow there. So 2nd and 7 or so coming up for Hinton from the 47-yard line. Need to get to the 45-yard line to get a first down. So 6:10 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Hinton coming out under center with Carlson. Going to hand it off to DeRocher. He's met in the backfield, and South O'Brien, a nice job there. Corralling DeRocher. He's going to lose yards back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. So I think South O'Brien defense, there may be a blitz, run blitz on. But a nice play from the defense. And 3rd and 10 coming up. Wolverines offense struggling. Might need a big special teams or defensive play to get back into this game. Turnover or pick 6, something like that. So 3rd and 10. Carlson back in the shotgun. Looking to throw it down the field. Setting up a screen play. And it's going to be dropped. I think he had it there. That was Dylan Hartman, a running back, dropped the screen pass, and that brings up a 4th and 10. Also stops the clock with 5:11 to go. And punting team coming out for Hinton. Sawyer Honkamp going to receive for South O'Brien.
Sawyer Honkamp back to receive a punt from
Reese Stokes, the freshman, doing all the kicking duties for Hinton. Got a pretty good leg on him. Good snap back to Stokes. High punt that goes straight sideways out of bounds. So it should give South O'Brien pretty good field position. So the interception doesn't come back to cost South O'Brien anything but some time off the clock and some field position. But the Wolverines get the ball back at the, it looks like 35-yard line. They're going to spot it at. So 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Hudson Ullman running the play in for the Wolverines here on senior night from Polina. South O'Brien trailing by 14. Get a score here would make them feel a lot better about this contest here. So under the or out of the pistol, going to hand it off to Paulson. Had some running room there. Gets about 7 yards or so, so that'll bring a 2nd and 3 coming up. Coach Furman put the pistol formation in this last week. Different wrinkle for the South O'Brien offense. Had some running plays and passing plays out of that, and out of the pistol here again are the Wolverines. Another running play to Paulson. It's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 for South O'Brien. See what Coach Furman does here with this 3rd and 1 from the 44-yard line. Going to go under center in that I formation. Hand it off, and Polson's going to pick up the first down. And you can see up there a nice job on the snap count from Justice Freck, as almost got hit in the jump off sides, and they were ready for the run up there. So nice job changing up that cadence there. And a 1st and 10 for South O'Brien at the 50-yard line. Back out of the pistol. Ullman and Riedemann split out to the left. Going to hand it off once again to Polson, and seem to have some more running room out of that pistol formation. 5-yard run out of the old I formation. South O'Brien was having a little more trouble running, but seemed to have a little bit better luck here spreading things out. That time they kept Milan in, and see Milan's in once again out of that pistol. Offset of Polson. Going to hand it off again. Not quite as much room on that one. Going to pick up a couple yards. Be a 3rd and 3, a long 3 or so to go for South O'Brien. It's 3rd and 3 with 2:30 to go in this 3rd quarter. So Milan offset to the right. Going to bring Riedemann across in motion. Brett takes a snap, looking to throw, and incomplete. Had to come back for it over there was Riedemann. Just about made a nice catch. Would have had a nice first down, but passed just a little off and not able to complete that one. So a big 4th down coming up here for South O'Brien. And Coach Furman going to send Ullman in with the play call here. Play clock down to 10 seconds or so for the Wolverines. Hurry up to the line. Going to hand it off, and he's going to be short. Tried to run it for the first down, and short, and a turnover on down. So South O'Brien, kind of the way the offense has gone tonight, has picked up a couple first downs, but just can't sustain a drive and keep it going and turn it back over to Hinton here with pretty good field position on the 43-yard line or so for the Blackhawks. 2:04 to go. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. Hinton comes out of the shotgun formation. And looking to pass. Throw it down the field, open and completed.
Carlson's pass.
And it's going to be short of the first down. Picks up about 8 yards. Kyle Leary tied in with the catch. So Blackhawks come out throwing here and complete it. So 2nd and 2, cross the 50-yard line. And Carlson back in that shotgun again for Hinton. Going to hand it off to DeRocher. And a nice job by the defense. Going to tackle him for a loss. He's going to lose about 3 yards. That's going to break up a 3rd and 5. Nice job by the defense getting back in the backfield there. So coming down on a minute to go. So at least one more play here in this 3rd quarter. Maybe 2, depending on if they decide to throw it or not and get an incompletion. So 3rd and 5. Ball goes back across the 50 again. Here we go, out of the shotgun, big play here on 3rd down. South O'Brien blitzing, got some pressure in the backfield, and the ball's out. And let's see, I think South O'Brien thinks maybe they have it on the sideline here. And they do have it, so a big turnover. South O'Brien sends the pressure and gets the turnover there, so a big turnover. And South O'Brien, 28 seconds ago in this 3rd quarter, with the win behind them. 1st and 10. We'll see if maybe try to get another pass or 2 off here before they change sides and go into the win here in the 4th quarter. 2nd fumble of the night for the Blackhawks, this time from the quarterback Carlson. Had one earlier from DeRocher. South O'Brien did have a turnover on the interception earlier. Going to send Riedemann in motion. Brett takes a snap, looking to throw. Looking to go deep, and a flag comes in. And going to guess that's a holding penalty, possibly. Holding or a pass interference call, I would guess. And a pass interference call is going to give South O'Brien a 1st down. They were trying to take a shot with that win behind them. There was a couple defenders over there for him, but pass interference call. So it's going to get the ball down to the 30-yard line. So good field position here with 22 seconds remaining here in this 3rd quarter. Freck under center. Going to hand it off to Polson. Polson trying to get to the edge and nowhere to go. And a flag on the play. On the sideline.
68 on the stop. That's Carson Ludwig.
And it's going to be against South O'Brien, a false start, so play didn't happen there.
Against the Wolverines.
So 2nd and 5.
Step off. It'll be 1st down and 15.
So the clock is going, and I think that'll probably take us to the end of this 3rd quarter. So as we start the 4th quarter, it's going to be South O'Brien. 1st and 15 from the 35-yard line. We'll be back here for the end of this game. 4th quarter coming up. Thanks for joining us tonight on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Savings Bank of Primgar, serving the Primgar area for over 125 years. Our team is committed to great customer service, dependability, going the extra mile. Mobile banking, ATM service, convenient drive-through, online bill pay service. Some of the many reasons to bank with a friendly team at Savings Bank of Primgar. Also with locations in Hartley and Lake Park. And visit us online at savingsbankia.com.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
All right, here we go. Quarter number 4. South O'Brien with the ball. 1st and 15 from the 35-yard line after the false start. And coming back out in that pistol formation with Justice Freck. Milan offset to the left. Looking to throw. And a screen pass out to Milan. He's got some blockers out in front of him. And going to pick up about 5 yards. Milan cut back to the right. If he goes to the left, there had a lot of room to run, but screen pass to Milan does get 5 yards. Another little wrinkle out of that pistol formation. So 2nd and 10 from the 30. And drive here that South O'Brien really needs to score on to get themselves within striking distance in this game. So Milan's going to be split to the left again. Going to bring Riedemann in motion. Hand it off to Polson. Got full steam ahead forward. And a nice carry there for our South O'Brien's Polson. About 5 more yards. So 3rd and 5 coming up. Got to get down to the 20-yard line to pick up a first down here for the Wolverines. Keep in mind they are going toward that north end zone into the wind here in this 4th quarter. So 3rd and 5. Sawyer comes in motion for South O'Brien. Going to hand off the middle to Milan. And not much of a gain there. Couple yards, but another big 4th down coming up for South O'Brien. 4th and 4, I would call it. And it looks like maybe the wind has died down some here in this 4th quarter.
It'll be a 4th down and about 4.
See what Coach Furman goes with here. Last time on 4th down and 3 or so, they tried to run it, didn't get it. Play clock under 10 seconds. Freck takes a snap, looking to throw, and a flag. I don't think they were set all the way.
Flag on the play before the snap.
Tried to hurry it up there, and offense has to be set for a second. And not set, so this makes this 4th down attempt much more difficult for South O'Brien here. 4th and 9. Pretty obvious passing situation here for the Wolverines. And taking a long time in the huddle again. Play clock down to 5. Got it off that time. Throw it out. And this isn't going to get anywhere close to a first down. So it's going to be a turnover on down once again. Just a little swing pass to Paulson. Just gets a couple yards and turns it over to Hinton. So South O'Brien with a great opportunity there. Big penalty on 4th and 4. And turn it back over on downs. 1st and 10 for Hinton on the 26-yard line with 9:22 to go here in this 4th quarter. Hinton coming out. Under center is Carlson. Going to hand it off to DeRocher. DeRocher running room. Going to pick up about 6 yards on that first down. 7 yards. Nice run from DeRocher on first down. So 2nd and 3 coming up. Hinton in no hurry here, can run that clock and chew up some time here in this fourth quarter. Carlson going to go under center again. DeRocher deep in the backfield for Hinton. And a penalty flag from the sideline.
Flag before the snap.
Believe it's going to be a false start against Hinton. Yep, false start against the Blackhawks.
Against the offense, so it'll cost them 5 yards.
So 2nd and 7 or so coming up for Hinton. Clock continues to go, under 8.5. Going to hand it off to the up man, got room, and he's going to have a first down for Hinton. That was Dylan Hartman, a senior, and had a full head of steam through. Gets about 7.5, picks up a first down, and a big first down there for Hinton. Every first down will continue to run a bunch of time off the clock here.
37-yard line.
37-yard line, 1st and 10 Blackhawks. Kind of a delayed snap there, but they pitch it back to DeRocher. He's got room around the end, and another first down for Hinton. Kind of a weird play. He snapped it and didn't really do anything, and then finally did pitch it there. But 1st and 10 for Hinton. If you recall, coming into the pregame here, both these teams come in with that 4-3 record, both in the playoffs. Loser tonight will have a 4 seed. Winner will have a 3 seed for the playoffs next week. 1st and 10 Hinton, 47-yard line. Carlson hands it off right up the middle. And still going. And another first down, it looks like, for Hinton. The Hinton line and running backs starting to take over a little bit here in this fourth quarter. Gaining some momentum and picking up some pretty big chunk plays here, 10 yards or so at a time. So 1st and 10, the third first down here on this drive. 1st and 10 for Hinton. 7:15 to go here in this fourth quarter. First and 10 line, they shuffle there. Going to hand it off to DeRocher. And DeRocher goes around that right side, still going. Running hard. He's going to pick up about 6 yards. So 2nd and 4 coming up. And I don't know if that defensive line for South O'Brien getting tired here, but Hinton starting to have their way with the running game. 2nd and 4 from the 36-yard line for Hinton. Carlson under center, going to hand it off to the up back. He pushes forward, and he's just going to be just short, it looks like, of the first down. Hartman again on the carry. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2 or so.
Johnson on the stop. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2 for Hinton. And as this time continues to go, South O'Brien needing to stop here to get the ball back. Third and 2. Carlson under center. Hands it off again to the up back. And haven't seen a first down call yet. And that first down for Hinton. So looked like South O'Brien was there pretty quick, but They do get enough for a first down, so 1st and 10 for Hinton. Senior night here for South O'Brien, so the seniors will do the senior walk after the game. First and 10 from the 31-yard line as we get down to 5 minutes left here. Pitch out to DeRocher. He cuts back, and there we good play from the South O'Brien defense. No gain. It'll be a 2nd and 10. And it looks like got an injury on the field. We'll do a 30-second break here with the injury. Back in 30 seconds.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Big store selection with small town service. Yes, that's right. Whether you need bedroom furniture or are looking for decorations to make your home feel more like a home, check out Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. Snooks carries a large selection of chairs, recliners, sofas, dressers, and more, with the individual customer service to help you find what works best for you.
Please consider the original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway and online at snooks1.com.
Bo DeRocher, the injured Blackhawk there, does get up and walk off on his own power. Clock continues to go, 4.5 minutes, 2nd and 11 for Hinton at the 32-yard line. Going to hand it off. Once again, that was Carson Pierce, I think, in the backfield. Or 15, Garrett Lindley. Got about a yard, so 3rd and 10. Third and 10 for Hinton as that clock continues to go 30-yard line. Carlson waiting for that play clock to get down there. Snaps it with 3 seconds, handed off again. And a short gain. And a timeout by South O'Brien with 3:32 to go. We'll take a short break. Back here from a word from our sponsors.
When was the last time you reviewed your insurance policies? Hi, this is Kent Faust, and our goal at South O'Brien Insurance is to provide the broadest coverage at the most affordable cost. Insurance has changed dramatically over the years, and now, more than ever, a comparison may be to your advantage. Call South O'Brien Insurance today to see what we can do for you.
All right, timeout from South O'Brien. The first one of this second half, 3:32 to go. 4th and 8 for Hinton. Ball at that 29-yard line. Wolverines need a stop here, get that ball back in a quick score. Trailing here 22-6 here late in this fourth quarter. Only touchdown of the second half has gone to Hinton on that 64-yard run from DeRocher. So out of the shotgun goes the Hawks, Blackhawks, with Carlson sending a man in motion is DeRocher. And a timeout from Hinton. So coach didn't like what he's seeing out there. Coach Harderson will take a quick timeout with him. We'll be right back.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgar, your Farm Bureau agent is Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
Community Agency knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. It's a journey to experience with the fastest internet speeds available. Contact TCA, connect to the speed you need, and enjoy the ride.
All right, here we go. 4th down and 8 to go after the timeout from Hinton. So South O'Brien takes the timeout. Hinton comes back with the timeout. And we'll see what Coach Harderson and the Blackhawks decide to do here on 4th and 8. Looks like out of that shotgun again. This time nobody goes in motion. Carlson takes the snap, throws it, and complete. But I think he's short of the... Oh, incomplete. Hit the ground.
Oh, it was complete.
So it looks like they're going to look and see if maybe they got a first down. And they're going to measure. I thought on the initial throw there might have hit the ground, but it called it complete. And a first down here is going to make things real tough on South O'Brien. And it is a first down, so a big play there for the Blackhawks. And with 3:27 to go, South O'Brien just 2 timeouts left. So 1st and 10 for Hinton at the 21-yard line. Do the Wolverines maybe try to strip that ball out of there, get a turnover? So the clock continues to go, coming up on 3:05 here on the snap. And Carlson under center. Lets that clock go down, hands it off to DeRocher. DeRocher makes a couple of guys miss. He's going to pick up about 6 yards or so.
Sawyer Honkamp on his top. Gain of about 6. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4 for Hinton. Ball around the 16-yard line or so. 2.5 minutes to go here on this cold, chilly night from Paulina. Carlson under center. Keeps the ball around the end, and he's going to go all the way in for a touchdown, I believe. Oh, he fumbled it at the end.
Quarterback Carlson on a keeper. Not sure where the ball spotted.
So Hinton does keep the ball over there. Fumble very late on the run. I thought.
Short of the goal line, but here it's hard to see what yard line they're on.
Just about to the goal line there, maybe just a yard or 2 short.
Around the 1 yard line.
So 1st and goal from the 1. Under 2 minutes to go. We'll see what Hinton does here. And hand it off, and it's a touchdown to one of the upbacks there. Didn't see who carried that one.
Blackhawks score on a 1 yard touchdown run. We couldn't identify the ball carrier from up here, so.
Minute 46 to go. 26-6. And back to kick the extra point is Reese Stokes, a freshman. Good snap, and the kick is low off the cross or bar, no good. So a line drive kick that time, but Hinton leading by 20 here. Not going to matter a whole lot with a minute 46 to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back here in time for the kickoff.
General Contracting, providing blue-collar work for blue-collar people. Brian Williams founded the company after a lifetime of construction trade experience. His goal? To bring a better experience at a better price. No cutting corners on the job, yet still the lowest price. He is a hard-working blue-collar guy making an honest living by providing work for blue-collar people. Contact Williams General Contracting in Calumet today by calling Brian at 712-229-2064.
As a parent, you have a choice in your child's education. Zion St. John Lutheran School believes all children deserve a quality, well-rounded education with a curriculum written with a biblical worldview. With a student-teacher ratio of 8-to-1, you can be sure your child's specific learning styles are met. Zion St. John offers affordable pricing with tuition assistance and is open to all denominations. For more information of the benefits Zion St. John Lutheran School can offer your child, visit their website or give them a call today.
All right, welcome back. The kickoff goes out of bounds, so South O'Brien, good field position here, 35-yard line, unless they make them re-kick. And it looks like they're going to re-kick it here.
Looks like the Wolverines are going to...
So back them up 5 yards on the kickoff. Go back to the 35 instead of the 40. A lot of Stokes kicks on the kickoff have gone to his left. So minute 46 re-kick coming up here from Stokes and the Blackhawks. Another sidewinder and out of bounds again.
Kick goes out of bounds.
So we'll probably do this here again. Kick out of bounds. Go back to the 30-yard line. So back to the 30, third kickoff attempt here coming up. Reese Stokes going to try this again one more time here for Hinton. This one right down the middle. And caught up there by South O'Brien. And a good return. A big collision there right about the 50-yard line or so.
Wolverines will have the football right at midfield, looks like.
Minute 41 to go, trailing by 20. Got to think some passing coming up here from South O'Brien. Going to have to score real quickly here. And onside kick it. So Justice Freck out of that pistol formation. Looking to throw it down the field. Out pattern to Riedemann's open. Cuts it upfield and gets out of bounds. A nice first play there for South O'Brien. Gets the ball to the 37-yard line or so for South O'Brien. First and 10 South O'Brien. Minute 33 to go. Nice job getting out of bounds to stop that clock. Freck takes the snap, looking to throw again. Going down the field and tried to hit Riedemann again on the sideline. Off target that time. Second and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10 coming up here again. South O'Brien. Pistol formation. Freck takes a snap. Going to hand it off this time to Polson. And going to be short of the first down. And going to take a timeout. So save some clock here. 3rd and 3 coming up. We'll take a short break with a message from our sponsors. Be back right after this.
The instructors here are really nice. The way they teach here is different than a few other colleges as well. We have outside cars, so not just a bunch of trainer cars that everybody works on, and you kind of know what's wrong with them already. So we have to go through the full steps of diagnostics and find out what the problem is, and then we fix it.
The heavy equipment program here at NCC is unique in that we actually go out and do real-world jobs. Students get hands-on time with the equipment. We cover the maintenance as well as the operation of the equipment, and then we go into the estimating side of things.
All right, South O'Brien took that timeout. 1 timeout remaining for the Wolverines. Minute 20 to go. 3rd and 3, we'll call it, from the 30-yard line. Third and 3, Freck out of the shotgun, looking to throw it down the field. And just too much time. He's going to be sacked. Freck held the ball, and got sacked. So 4th and 9 or so coming up for South O'Brien. As that clock continues to go under a minute here. 4th and 9 for the Wolverines. Could be their final offensive play of the night here. Freck back to throw. Down the field, throws it deep. Had a man, Ullman, down there, but overthrows him. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. And Hinton can just nail the ball here and come away with this 26-6 victory. Thanks for everyone for joining us here tonight on Fuller Digital Solutions. Thanks to all of our sponsors throughout the season that allow us to do these broadcasts. So 40 seconds to go. Looking just for a kneel down here from Hinton. Victory formation. And they nail it down. And they don't have to snap it again. That will be the ball game. So Hinton Blackhawks going to come away with a 26-6 victory over South O'Brien. QB Carlson had a sneak in the second quarter for the 4th score of the game with 8:57 to go. Extra point was good from Stokes. So it was a 7-0 lead. Second quarter, Jacob Van Lift hit a 33 touchdown pass to Boston Reedman with 6:31 to go. Extra point was no good, and it was 7-6. Carter Warden had a big touchdown pass from Carlson with 14 seconds remaining in that second quarter, and 14-6 was the finals at the halftime there. Third quarter, DeRocher had a 64-yard touchdown run, and that opened things up here 20-6 with 8:32 to go in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, they had a 1-yard touchdown run with 1:46. So Hinton wins this thing 26-6 is our final score. So South O'Brien will be back in action next week. They finished the regular season with a 4-4 record. That will be in postseason, but going to have to go on the road and most likely play a number 1 seed here. Hinton goes to 5-3, and they'll be in the playoffs also on the road, most likely playing a 2 seed next week. So we'll have to see what the matchups are here coming out next week for playoff scenarios. So for Kyle Jorgensen and Madison Jorgensen here on Fuller Digital Solutions, thanks for joining us tonight, and we hope you have a good rest of the night. We'll see you next week for playoffs.